In this unit circle survival guide, we'll find the exact value of tangent of 19 pi over 6 using the S.A.R.C method. So here's the method outline, and S.A.R.C is just an acronym to help you keep all your steps organized and orderly. So quick breakdown: S stands for sketch the angle's terminal side. A helps you think of that acronym A.S.T.C, or all students take classes, and that'll help you determine if your answer should be positive or negative, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. R will find the reference angle, the special right triangle, and coordinates that go with that. And then C will calculate our trig value. And so we're going to do this for the tangent of 19 pi over 6. So looking at our angle, we should notice that it's positive, which means we're rotating in the counterclockwise direction. And we should also notice that it's more than one rotation. So 2 pi is a complete rotation on the unit circle, and we are greater than that. You see that 12 pi over 6 would be 2 pi. So 19 pi over 6 is a little bit more than that. So when we're starting this method, we want to sketch the angle's terminal side. It's really helpful when you have an angle that's more than a full rotation. It's really helpful to find a coterminal angle. And to do that, all you have to do is subtract 2 pi. You're taking away one of those rotations. So let's do that first. We have 19 pi over 6, and we want to take away one of those rotations. So subtract 2 pi, or that's, again, 12 pi over 6 with that common denominator. So we know that 7 pi over 6 is coterminal to 19 pi over 6. And what that means is that they share the same terminal side. So if you sketch the terminal side of 7 pi over 6, which is much easier to sketch with our unit circle knowledge, then we've also sketched the terminal side for 19 pi over 6. The only difference with between those angles being that you have one more full counterclockwise rotation to get to 19 pi over 6. All right, so working counterclockwise, here's 0, here's pi. If it helps you to think of pi as 6 pi over 6, I think it makes it a lot easier to see that, okay, 1 pi over 6 past that would be 7 pi over 6, that terminal side. So our terminal side is in quadrant 3. And now we're ready to move to step 2 using A.S.T.C to decide if our final answer should be positive or negative. And A.S.T.C, think all students take classes, is a helpful way for you to remember which trig functions are positive in each quadrant. So working around from quadrant 1, we have they're all positive in quadrant 1. Sine and its reciprocal cosecant are positive in quadrant 2. All the rest are negative. Tangent and its reciprocal cotangent are the only ones positive in quadrant 3. And then cosine and its reciprocal secant are positive in quadrant 4. So we're working in quadrant 3. That's where our angle's terminal side is. We know that tangent and cotangent are positive. And since we're trying to find the tangent of 19 pi over 6, we know our final answer will be positive. And we can make note of that. And the benefit of finding this positive or negative right now is that for the rest of our steps, we can assume all of our values are positive. We don't have to worry about which quadrant we're in anymore. We've done that work already. And we can avoid some of the errors that come with forgetting negative signs or mistakenly calculating something. We're just taking out that possibility of error. So let's move to step 3, and the R tells us to find the reference angle and the special right triangle and coordinates that go with that angle. So a reference angle is just the amount of rotation between your angle's terminal side and the x-axis. So remember when we were sketching our coterminal angle 7 pi over 6, we said we rotated 1 pi over 6 past pi to get to our angle. Okay, so you can see that that reference angle must be pi over 6. And when we're thinking of our special right triangle, pi over 6 is the same thing as 30 degrees. So we're thinking of that 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. So 30 right here. Okay, and what that tells us is our coordinates. The x-coordinate is going to be the larger. It's going to be the square root of 3 over 2 because it's that longer leg with how this triangle is oriented. And then the vertical leg is shorter. That's the coordinate 1/2. If you need a refresher on the special right triangles and how you get these exact values for the coordinates, do check out that unit circle basics link below. All right, and now we can do our final and most important step where we calculate our value for the tangent of 19 pi over 6. And remember, we've already decided it's positive, and that's why we're working here with these first quadrant positive values. So we know that the tangent of an angle on the unit circle will be y divided by x. So we're going to calculate 1/2 divided by square root of 3 over 2. Okay, so we're dividing fractions. Let's work a little bit down here. We have 1/2. If we're dividing by a fraction, we're actually multiplying by its reciprocal. Okay, and we see that the 2's can cross cancel, reduce them with a common factor of 2, and we end up with 1 over square root of 3. And of course we want to rationalize that we don't want a radical in the denominator, so just multiply by root 3 over root 3, and you'll see our value is going to be square root of 3 over 3. And remember from step 2, we already said that it'll be positive. So the tangent of 19 pi over 6 is going to be positive square root of 3 over 3. Be sure to check out more examples. Link is in the video description, and thanks for watching.